Oh, look. Hmm. Interesting. Mike, you got to stop stalking people on the internet. You are making a first class fool of yourself. You know what you're telling everybody is that you're telling everybody that you're miserable. You sitting over there with diabetes. Diabetic. I can tell that you're diabetic. You've been diabetic for years. And you have high blood pressure, gallbladder issues. Why are you talking about people that you don't know? My man makes more money than you. He makes more money than you. You don't even know these people that you're talking about. You just go on and on and on. And I don't know why you're sitting over there. Like, I think it's just that you don't feel good. You don't feel good about yourself. You physically, you're all fucked up. And I dealt with you for 5 years trying. I tried so hard to get you to have a healthier lifestyle. You just live and breathe in negativity. You can't send negativity over the internet. So this is the reason why the play was to try to call defects on people. Mike, you're going to end up in prison. And I believe that's exactly where you belong. My family is trying to survive a fucking fucked up slumlord as well as that sector. Well, the stalking. And you go online and harass us even more. Trust me. I and you expect me to have love for you. That's what's so sick about the situation. I will never love you, Mike. I will never fuck with you again. And if you keep fucking with me, you for sure gonna end up in prison. You gonna end up in prison. Cause I already know what that sector is about. It's a program, it's a system. They got y'all all trapped in there. And whatever that system is, it wants sacrifices. We're over here healthy. Me and my man, we walk every day. We get exercise. My man is in very good physical shape, and I'm getting there. You don't know any of these people that you're talking about. You've been saying the same thing for 10 fucking years. You have like, and I think that you honestly believe that I and you know what? I believe that on some level you have spoken to people about this. I believe that you killed your mother. I do. I hate to bring her up, but I'm gonna tell you why. I noticed that your energy. I felt strongly that I was holding on to water dealing with you. Okay, and your mother coincidentally ended up with kidney failure, and she was on dialysis. I don't know what it is about you because I remember that I guess people come to you because you're supposed to do things to people. Mike, you have no power, hon. You don't. Because I've taken your power and I've binded you. Trust me. I've binded every single person in that sector. None of you have any power to do anything to harm anybody. Okay? You're not hurting anybody but your audience. I'm not going to you think I'm going to sit and listen to somebody talk negatively for an hour? What the fuck do I look like? Do I look sick? That I, being involved with you definitely was very, very stressful. It was. And you are cut out of my life for good. You are not going to force me. And if you keep trying, you either going to end up dead or in jail, buddy. You are. I promise you that shit. I know you come on YouTube and you get very, very delusional. You are very delusional. But, hun, I'm going to tell you something. You have no right to do what you're doing. And I don't give a fuck where you think you at. I don't give a fuck who you talk to. I don't give a shit what you and them dipshits in that group are talking about. You're gonna end up getting yourself fucked up for real, in the worst fucking way. You are an absolute disgusting excuse for a fucking human being. And this is the reason why I want nothing to do with you. And you know what? I will figure out how to get rape charges against you, Mike, because you never had my consent to have sex with me ever. And I do not like you. You cannot force me to like you by stalking me and harassing me. This is something where I think that you got totally fucking confused about. Let me remind you of something. I met up with you because I felt sorry for you. I met up with you because I knew I was strong enough to deal with you. I met up with you because I wanted to try to help you. And look at what you did. Look at the shit that you're doing. I don't know if you're fucking schizophrenic or what your issue is, but dude, you cannot say anything negatively about anybody when you are literally been a stalker for the past 10, 11, 12 years. No stalker has credibility. If you are and then you said I'm stalking you. No, I'm not. I'm not stalking you at all. I was responding and saying again and stating my position because people in this world got confused when I met up with you. They thought that I was just as warped and fucking twisted as you. No, I'm not. I thought that I could actually help your ass, but I can't. You're beyond help. You are beyond help, dude. You are. And you a stupid ass person too, because anybody, you know what? Your best friend, your best buddy, Lamar was telling you the truth when me and Lamar was cool. He was telling you the whole truth. He said you met Jamila and you fucked up your chance with her. And he was telling the truth when he said that because I don't hurt people. I don't try to do harm to people. I'm one of the most trustworthy people that anybody would ever fucking know. And for you to fuck over somebody like me, somebody that would have never been online wishing death on anybody, somebody that would never, ever, ever do that to another person, and you continue. You know what, Mike? I'm protected, hon. You will get fucked up. And I don't have to sit up here and be nice about it. I don't have to say love and light and all that stuff. No, I don't have to. You have got to stop harassing and stalking me and posting photographs and talking all this stupid shit. You have got to stop because I'm just going to throw it right back at you. I'm never going to absorb whatever the fuck you got going on, hon. I have a clean fucking bill of health. I don't feel the need to do what you do. You're angry and mad and upset and posting pictures and talking shit because I said I don't want you. Wow, maybe you should go and get some therapy and counseling so that you can deal with your inability to handle rejection. You are a sick person. You need to be at a doctor's office. You need to be seeing somebody. He does. Right. Exactly. He does have all of those things. And I don't know if he's been diagnosed with diabetes, but he does have really extremely dry skin. The gallbladder issues and the blood pressure problems. See, Mike, my blood pressure has been normal. My pulse has been normal. My skin complexion has been normal ever since I quit talking to you. What does that mean? That means that you are filled with toxins. and bad energy and curses. And you can't make somebody. I think that you have this thing, and see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the reason why I binded you. Yeah. Well, I don't really keep track of my blood pressure, but I can tell when my blood pressure is high. Like I'm really in tune with my body. And sometimes my blood pressure will become elevated if sometimes maybe I eat a little bit too much salt, or either if I allow myself to get too stressed out, which is something that I will never do. I do stress management, but exactly, he is, Jane. He is. But here's the thing about it is that I'm not worried about blood pressure or blood pressure issues because it was years ago that I actually, when my aunt died of a brainstem stroke, um she was on blood pressure medicine. First of all, everybody in the family got scared though of blood pressure. And so I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, the nurse practitioner, she said, Jamila, you do not need blood pressure medicine, because I always run 130 over 90. It's just, I don't know what it is about me. It's just always 130 over 90, and at the time I was a little overweight too. At the time, she said, you're fine. She said, just walk, lose about 20 pounds. You don't need it. And so I was just like, oh, they misdiagnosing me and I'm going to die and I need some blood pressure medicine. So I get on the blood pressure medicine, and guess what happens? The shit almost makes me go blind. So I will never take blood pressure medicine again, ever. Shit. I will never fuck with the, oh, no, no, no. And they gave me a blood pressure medicine because at the time I was trying to conceive Jacob. They gave me a blood pressure medicine that was supposed to be safe for pregnant women. I would wake up every morning and open my eyes and it would just be black. And I don't know if I was willing my eyesight back, but it would be black. I could see a little bit, but then I could tell that my vision was slowly coming into focus. So I ain't messing around with no blood pressure medicine at all, because I think what it does is it drops my blood pressure way too low. And yeah, no, I'm just not doing that. But anyway, same thing would go for diabetes and stuff. Like, my blood sugar will go low if I don't eat. Like, my blood sugar will go really, really low and I'll feel kind of dizzy and off. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of tend to stay away from that. But yes, Jane, he is filled with disease and toxicity, and he's sick because of his, look at how he behaves. Look at what he does. And he has no comprehension of what type of person he is. Literally trying to hunt me down, harassing and stalking me, threatening to pee in 5-year-old children's mouths. Mike, you honestly don't have a lot of good sense. You don't. You don't have a lot of good sense, because anybody else would have either left YouTube or came back on some positive shit. You just don't get it, do you? And you think that people like you just because of those sick, twisted people in that sector. I can assure you that it's a lot of people that don't like your ass. Yeah. It's exactly, yeah. He is a horrible, awful, awful person. And I work at, and he's upset because he knows that I'm getting myself in shape. He's upset because he knows that I moved on. But moved on for what? From what, Mike? You keep saying move on. Move on from what? We never had anything. What did we have, Mike? Sex? I don't have children with you. I never, what, oh, tattoos? Like what? Like, gladly, I gladly want to get away from all of that. And I just think you're a horrible person. I really do. And I think that your behavior is not quite the same as P. Diddy, but you can tell that both of y'all are like New York, like ick, is what I want to say. Because I'm not on here to roast you. But listen, me telling you I don't want to be with you anymore, that's not roasting you. That's me telling the truth. Oh, well, you ain't all that, and you ain't no catch. Okay, fine. Fine. That if I gave a shit about your opinion, Mike, I would still be trying to get in touch with you. You have been blocked consistently. We have not spoken. We have not spoken since August. Okay. And stalkers don't get credibility. Stalkers don't get to stalk people and then say, oh, you're stalking me. Like everybody just kind of ignores y'all sector. Like they can see that y'all are obviously mentally ill. Like they will do this stuff right out in front of everybody. Now, I made a comment to um Michelle Diable today. And you done did 3 shows to me because she was talking about me. And I'm steadily telling your group, hey, you're and Mike, you think it's a joke. Because you know what? You pray. Do I believe that you actually believe in God? I don't. The fact that you're trying to claim to be Christian is laughable. Okay. If you believe in God, then you need to be believing in the devil because the devil was meant to punish people that do what you do. And I know that you think that you can get away with it because I'm a witch, right? No, wrong. I'm not in your congregation, hon. Is that sector y'all congregation? Well, I'm not in that congregation. What the fuck are y'all kids? Eh, eh. Yeah, well, he's gonna try to build his numbers in that group, but they in for a rude awakening. Trust me, that shit is over. He trying to build up his numbers in that group. What an idiot. You gonna find something else is gonna happen, Mike. You're definitely not the same. Well, you're the same person, only worse. I'm not the same person that I was 10 years ago. Okay. 10 years ago, when all this crap first started happening, I was unlearned. If I would have known that all I had to do was call to Hades, because he gonna shut you down, baby. You can't fight with him. You cannot fight with Hades. So you better believe that. Then also, you don't have the right to be harassing me. Am I your wife or am I your girlfriend? No, I'm not. I'm nothing to you. And oh, you think you're just gonna bully me, right? You think you're gonna just talk shit? You know, you're pathetic, in my humble opinion. You are a pathetic person. You are, yeah. Yeah, thankfully it will though, eventually it will be, Uh and Mike, you're gonna lose. You already lost everything. Your pride, your self-respect, your dignity, your integrity as a man. You've already lost everything. You're actually online trying to bully a woman and children. Like, why doesn't this idiot see how disgusting that is? You don't see how disgusting you are as a person. Hey, what do you do all day, Mike? I stalk a woman and her kids, and I post pictures of her in the black sector. And I talk shit all day. That's what I do all day to a woman that I know wants nothing to do with me. Like I said again, I am very overprotective over my man. You need to fucking quit talking about him. Well, and you know, Jane, I'm gonna tell you this. Jane said this is the same man who claims he has a wife. This is the same man who claims he has claims to have so much, but he's online harassing another woman who wants nothing to do with him. Exactly. Here's what I kind of think. I think that Mike doesn't really know how to handle conflict clearly. Okay. And I think that the times that he harasses me, it's because him and her are having problems. And whenever I say that, they front on the internet. But see, again, the jury is still out as to even if, because what wife does that? Like, I just couldn't imagine being in that position. I wouldn't give a damn about a title. Fuck a title. Because he brings all that negativity in her house. She's all swole up and stuff. She's swollen and unhealthy. They're both unhealthy. They're both morbidly obese. And he's mad at me because, well, it's obvious that I've lost weight. At this point, what I'm doing is shaping everything up. And I may want to lose about maybe 10 more pounds, which I am about to because I'm going to start walking 15 minutes per day. Also, I'm going to do 15-minute power walks because Jane, and I'm going to talk to you on Messenger. Thank you. Yeah, pal. I just started to get my cardio health intact because it was really, really hard doing my lunges, doing my squats. Like my heart was just like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm feeling like, oh, it's time for me to do some walking. You know what I'm saying? It is because skinny or not, you can be skinny and have a very unhealthy heart. So, whenever you get through, Mike, I'm going to make sure that my children are protected from you. I'm going to make sure that my man is protected from you, my grandchildren. I'm going to make sure that I'm protected from you and keep up with my health. What are you doing? Sitting around drinking all day. You can't drink a fifth of vodka per day and say, oh, I'm going to go take a walk. And I think that when it boils down to it, Mike, I think that it's simply that you're just an alcoholic. You are a raging drunk. And I don't like your frequency. Like you don't even consecrate your liquor before you drink it. You just buy it and open it up. You should be consecrating liquor. It has spirits in it. You don't care. You just anything, any and all, everything. You just put anything in your body. This is one of the reasons why I got away from you. I'm never, ever, ever dealing with you again. Coming on the internet, Mike, I'm warning you right now that it is not going to work. There is no way I could ever lay down with you again. I did it out of sympathy, Mike. I really want you to know that because I knew you had a problem from the moment you wrote. Like, I got it. I have it all. The entire communication between me and you, not the earlier messenger days, because that Facebook has been gone. I took it down. I have other correspondences from you to where you just up and down, up and down, up and down. You have a lot of issues that you need to work through. Never mind what I'm doing. I'm grown. My family is recuperating from living in a uninhabitable home with a slumlord that did not fix my AC for an entire 2 years. Trust me, nobody believes that you're on a moral high ground. Nobody believes that you're a good person. Just because that's what you want doesn't mean that that's what's happening. And then the fact that you're attacking a woman and her children. Like, who raised you, Mike? And everybody's sick of you. Yeah. He is a drunk. And I can assure you that he was drunk at 12 o'clock. And he'll say, I'm not drinking anything today. Yeah, right. You're right. When you drink, you have a chemical dependency. So you and Mike, your alcohol dependency is so bad that you would literally have to go to some kind of clinic inpatient. You would be impatient if you wanted to quit drinking. You would have to go inpatient to stop drinking because you could die if you just quit cold turkey. That's how codependent you are on alcohol, Mike. How often does Jamila drink? Never. I get bottles of wine sometimes, and I don't even drink any of it. I just use it to make offerings to my spirits. I don't even drink it. And it's partially because of you. Now, when we get into our new house, I'm not saying that I'm gonna just I'm gonna start drinking again, because that ain't how it is with me. Just every now and then I'll have some wine, maybe twice a year or something. That I think that I've only drank wine probably maybe 3 or 4 times this year. 3 or 4 times, and it's October, it's November. And I actually became somewhat of an alcoholic. I don't want to say an alcoholic, but I did become alcohol dependent dealing with Mike. This was before I had moved into that house. This was when I was living on charter. And I had to catch myself because it was a way for me to cope and deal with the stress, you know what I'm saying? And then I quit drinking shortly before moving out of there. Like I was like, oh hell no. Because this is not good. And I started what helped me stop drinking was burning kava kava. I would put kava kava. Sometimes I would put it in my coffee, but I would put kava kava on my charcoal and just let it burn and just sit and meditate with that. And kava kava is a good way to quit drinking alcohol, and so is marshmallow root would be good, and passion flower. You have really got to stop stalking me on the internet. I am not the solution to your problem. I am not your dumping ground either. And you're gonna fucking find out, because you are extremely disrespectful. I've never been your woman like that. Like, never. Like, there's always been that disconnect between the two of us. It's not a Mike and Jamila situation. We have nothing between us. I just put up with you. Okay. So you can't get mad and say, "Oh, you disrespected me because you." All I said was that I don't want to be with you. Is that I don't want anything to do with you. And I know that when you send that crazy girl to do videos about me, that means that you're craving my attention. Is what that means. I'm not your fucking concubine. I'm not your fucking uh I can't even say it. I'm not your source of sex. You got me fucked up. Why don't you go have sex with your wife? You're gonna learn. Cause see, I was sitting over here single minding my business 10 years ago when all these people rolled up to me. And just because a woman is single doesn't mean that she's available to everybody. And I just think it's disgusting. This is the reason why I just, yeah. And the fact that you were so evil to me after I met up with you, Mike, I'm telling you right now, do not, do not. Cause I've done Jane, I've done bindings on people that made them lose their ability to fucking talk or think or put a sentence together. Is that what you really want? God, do I have to really, really fuck you up for you to stop talking, for you to shut up? You need to shut up. It's time for you to shut the fuck up, Mike. Go to see a therapist about your anger management and go to drug and alcohol counseling. And for God's sake, you don't need marijuana. You don't. You need to quit smoking marijuana. Marijuana is a herb of Neptune. You're doing too much of it. Your mind is not able to be equipped to deal with it because it makes you paranoid. And like I can't even imagine like why you think that like I don't even know why you even smoke marijuana. I because somebody like you don't need no damn marijuana. So, you're gonna have to stop, and I would appreciate it if you would take my fucking picture down, take the photograph down, the Photoshop photograph too, to make it look all contrasty and weird. Take my photos down, take those live streams down, take them down, and do not make any more videos to me, is what I'm saying to you. Okay. I'm cleaning up what you and your sector did. I have every right to state my position because I was the innocent party being stalked and harassed. Now it's time for you to just be quiet, Mike. You raped somebody, Mike. Let me tell you something. What you did was premeditated. You sat around with those evil women in that group and you made a decision to sleep with me. You did fall slightly in love. You did. You can't seem to get over it, right? But what you did was you made a decision that you were going to violate me in social media after we had sex. And then you started to record us having sex and you started to post it. That is premeditated rape, Mike. Whenever men do that, y'all got to understand that according to rape laws in some states, it's considered to be raped because you slept with somebody with malice intention is what you did. And then you want your cake and you want to eat it too. Because you want to be able to, and you even asked me, you said, can I just do the sector and just continue to roast you? But then we have our relationship. Can you separate the sector from our relationship? Remember, I looked at you like you were insane. Remember when I looked at you like you were crazy? Like you really think I'm going to go for that? Okay. And I know for a fact that you want me back. Mike, I'm not flattered. I don't want you. In fact, I've already said my prayers to Hades. I can pray to Hades anytime that I want, just like you can pray to your God anytime. I can pray all day if I want. I can record my Hades prayer and just play it in the background all day. Put it on a loop. Because I don't want to be anywhere near you. You are horrible. And then I also think you don't even like women. Do you even like women? To me, it seemed like you're a misogynist, like down DL or something. You show way too much hatred and visceral for a woman. And you may say, oh, well, that's just you. I treat all other women. But no, that's some narcissistic shit. You see what I'm saying? You're basically telling people that you don't really like women. I'm still a woman at the end of the day, Mike. I'm not a man. What are you gonna do? Fight me? What are we gonna have a fight in the streets or something? Oh, come on, Mike. This is stupid. Move on with your life. Quit talking to them crazy people in that sector about me. Yeah, like I know for a fact that you talk to people about I can that's a given. I mean literally, like, and you claim you're a father. How can you like and you know what? You get worse during the holidays because the holidays are very traumatic for you. And you know why the holidays are traumatic for you. You're going to leave me and my family alone. You're very unhealthy. You've placed my children in danger before. I'm not fucking playing with you, Mike. You better wake up and snap the fuck out of it. Because I know what you do. You sit over there, you smoke, you drink. That shit is causing you to become very catatonic. What you are experiencing, what you've been experiencing is where you get what's the word, that psychosis. I don't know the channel name. I'd have to go look at it. He does need to be flagged though, and I am gonna go and flag him. um I flagged him a little bit, but I didn't really flag him the way that I could. But I will be flagging your channel because this is ridiculous. It is. You know, for you to react that way, because I told Michelle Diable that she's afraid of you and all this. So you want me to be afraid of you? Like, I just can't believe that you would actually be a black man in the black community doing people like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the name of the channel. I'd have to look at it. I'd have to go and look at it. I try not to connect to anything that he does. I really, it's, and you act like you mean something, Mike. Like you're, like you think that you can affect me. And why would you even want? What's wrong with you? It's because you hate your mother. That's why I'm telling you. I know for a fact that you hated your mother, and that's typically the case, especially those of y'all that were Tommy fans, Honey, let me tell you something. I don't care what you were talking about. I honestly don't. I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'm gonna show you. Okay? Cause you on some extreme bullshit. And you've been on that extreme bullshit forever. And Mike, you ain't met your match. I'm not your match. I will destroy you, Mike. I will literally destroy you, dude. And your little dog, too. Not Rio or Oreo. Your little dog, Michelle Diable. Okay? Whatever. God. And you know what, Mike? Please go and get some help, because all of y'all, like, I couldn't imagine. Like, I would never do that. I would never decide that I hated my own people and come online and stalk and harass them. Like, I couldn't. I don't even know how your brain functions. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like coming on here saying anything, but I feel like I have to be true to myself to say, hey, that stuff is really toxic and I don't want anything to do with it. Okay, you need to leave me alone. You definitely, you don't have to take down the videos, but definitely remove my photograph. I haven't heard the videos that you did. You're not talking to me. That's why I won't listen, because you're not. Who are you talking to? Like, what are you? Oh, you're trying to curse me. You're trying to speak curses on me. Well, hun, you've already found out so many times that those curses are always bestowed upon you. And I don't have to sit over here, like, I can live life. In fact, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to watch a Lifetime movie. I gotta go. Okay. And Mike, I have a core cutting potion. Okay. Anytime I want, I can take my simmer pot and drip a couple of drops in my simmer pot and core cut. That's literally how easy it is to cut the cord. Because I had a Jane, you still here? I had a dream about my, it was a nightmare actually. It was weird. It was a very weird thing. And it's almost like Mike's trying to pull me in. Mike, get over it. And I will protect that man that I'm in love with. I will protect him. And you know I will. Right? From all your evil. And then also all your ancestors. I'll destroy your ancestors. What happened? Did you realize that your ancestors ain't there no more? Because I destroyed them 3 months ago. Yeah, that's what happens when you stalk people and you harass people for 10 years or even 2 years. Your ancestors go bye-bye. Whoever it is that's footing the bill for you, whoever it is that's doing the footwork for you. Okay? And then I clean up my house. Well, this I don't have a house yet, but I clean up my place and I run my business, hon. Okay? All right. That's pretty much it. You need some help. And you're not my problem. Like, why should you be my problem? I didn't raise you. I didn't spend the last 20 years with you. You say that your girlfriend did, Miyoko. You said she did. Well, then why can't she take care of you and make sure that you're not miserable on the internet stalking people? What's going on with that? Why can't she keep her man happy? So, anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say. I didn't even mean to talk this long. I got to go.